Hi, my name is Savannah Knight and I'm a first-year athletic training student here at the lovely Louisiana State University. For those of you who don't know, athletic training is a very time-consuming major. I'm not only a full-time student, but I also work with the LSU volleyball team. So when I'm not in class or at their practices and treatment times, I'm sleeping, studying, and eating. While it's a lot of hard work, I can't imagine doing anything else. Leadership is a necessary skill that I use every day with athletic training. So for my project, I'm going to take you on a little tour of the athletic venues that we have here and kind of just see how I use my leadership strengths on a daily day. Alright, you ready? Okay, let's go!
No, I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can.
Okay, so I'm outside of the brand new practice gymnastics facility to talk about another one of my leadership strengths, discipline. So those who are disciplined heavily rely on structure and order. So I like to think of gymnasts on competition day when they know exactly what routine they're doing. They know what moves, when to hit them. They know what event they're doing. So like beam, vault, whatever, they know it. So athletic trainers have to be especially disciplined with our treatments. We and our tasks, what we're doing on a daily basis. We have to be doing what we're doing correctly, but also we have to have a strict order and structure to our day. Otherwise, everything's not going to flow right. So we're going to go head over to the PMAC to serve up my next leadership strength. I'm outside of the PMAC to talk about yet another one of my leadership strengths, restorative. So those who are restorative are really good at taking a situation, adapting to the problem, and coming up with a solution. I like to think about this with volleyball. So if you have a server or a hitter, you don't know for a server if they're going to serve to your zone or another zone. For a hitter, you don't know if they're going to tip, roll, have a hard-driven pass. So you have to be able to dig it regardless of the hit or serve. So with athletic training, this is relevant with our treatments. If we are given an injury, we have to be able to treat it. We don't know what treatment's going to work best necessarily, but we have to be able to adapt and say, oh, well, this one works for this person, this works for this type of injury, chronic versus acute. Everything we have to be able to adapt. So we're going to go head over to talk about my next leadership strength, which will really help you stay on track.
Bite that tattoo on your shoulder, pull the sheets.
Okay, so I'm outside the track and field stadium to talk about another one of my leadership strengths, focus. So those who are really focused are able to take a task and they don't delineate, they don't procrastinate, they get the task done. They stick with the direction that they have to follow and they follow it. So I thought about this with track because, okay, obviously they have the literal reason, when they're running, they stay on track or on the track. But I also think about track and field, when they're running, they have when they're training to get a marathon or whatever the running is, they try to hit a specific time with that running, and that's their goal, and all their training, everything is focused around that goal. So within athletic training, we're focused around our athletes, injury prevention, rehabilitation. We just want our athletes to stay healthy and be healthy and be able to play at the best of their ability. So I'm going to go head over to swimming and diving to talk about another one of my leadership strengths.
That you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older.
Okay, so I'm outside an auditorium to talk about another one of my leadership strengths that can help you make a huge splash in life. So achieving, or achievers. Achievers are someone who are always kept busy, they're really productive, and they're hardworking. They're the ones that get the job done. I think of swimming when I think of achievers because if you've ever seen a practice, well, first off, swimming is one of the sports that takes literally every single muscle of your body. Practices are really intense. They're always doing something, swimming up and down many times. I couldn't do it. If I tried, I was swimming for a little bit, didn't work out. But if you ever watch practice, they're literally working so hard just so they can stay afloat. It's really amazing. So within athletic trainers, or within athletic training, we have to exemplify this leadership strength all the time. We have to keep up to date with new treatments. We have actually continuing education requirements. So they keep us busy on our own, but we're also just like within treatments, with practices, with everything, we're kept really busy, and we have to put in hard work in order to do our job well. So now we're going to go run over to football and just see why we hit that our athletic teams hit that win bar before every game. I'm outside one of the most iconic athletic venues we have on campus, Tiger Stadium, or better known as Death Valley. This is where our opponents' dreams come to die. So what's a better place than this to talk about competition? As an athletic trainer, I'm very result-oriented. I want my athletes to be back on the field playing after an injury. To me, winning is getting them back on the field before they should be, or preventing the injury from ever happening in the first place. Competition is what drives me to excel in the classroom and as an athletic trainer and in life. To me, I think it's most important, while everyone may have different leadership strengths, it's most important that you use your strengths to its best ability.